a little message. When you click it again, click the live again, and check the message.
Okay, we good. It just was a delay on it. It says premium account. Twitter is required to create a live broadcast on their platform. Please upgrade to premium subscription. We ain't got time for that shit right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Just for Twitter.
Check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2.
You can have the seat. It's gonna take a minute.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Most High in Christ, audio is good. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, YAHANNA, Y.A.H.P.K, all the brothers. YAHANNA, Y.A.H.P.K, all the sisters. So I.S.U.P.K, Durham, North Carolina Sabbath service. Preaching Officer Mahayah with me, assistant conducting is Preaching Officer Yanazar. All right. So, brother, if you could, Baba Kashab, blow the horn and commence the Sabbath service. Come on, Baba Kashab, could position yourself before Israel.
Preaching Officer 50, Kwamapar, Ban Yahawda, Ban Yashala.
Kwamapar, Ban Yahawda, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah.
You'll grab the scroll. Hold prayer.
Easy does it.
All right. So a Midian, which means to stand. Wapan Yakwadum means rise and face east. You start off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa,
Shabbat
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Kwadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathanlanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawum, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabiayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abol, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwith, Waha'ala, Wahafaparith, La'Iwalamium, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lenawa, Hakak, La Para'ah, Kau Makala, Wakau Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, La Hakwim, Hamathium, Hakak, Al Rarakawath, Hatama'ala, La Garashan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Prayer for the blessing. The prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Why Mayaka Allah? Wa alahayim.
Wa alahayim.
Matazaba ya'a.
Tazab ya.
Alawap yahana.
Alawap ya.
Ha alawapium.
Ha alawapyam.
Ha saranyum.
Ha saranyam.
Ha kotazayanyum.
Ha kodazayayam.
Ha Salakia. Ha koyoyoyum.
Ha koyayoyam.
Waha guatian.
Wa gwatyan.
Yahweh.
Hawa.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba Shem Yahushua.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General YAHANNA.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
Generals.
The captains.
Captains.
The officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
And the troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha,
Aisha.
Ayanya,
Ayanya.
Ahaharium,
Al-Haharium.
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a.
Isaiah,
Zari.
Isaiah,
Zari.
Ma'aim,
Aim.
Yahweh,
Hawa.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Shemayim,
Mayam.
Wa'arataza,
Wa'arataza.
Al Yatan,
Al-Yatan.
Lamawat,
Mawat.
Ragalka,
Galka.
Al Yanawam,
Ayanawam.
Shamarka,
Shamarka.
Hana,
Hana.
La'a,
Ah.
Yanawam,
Yanawam.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yayashan,
Yashan.
Shawamar,
Shamar.
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh,
Hawa.
Shamarka,
Marka.
Yahweh,
Hawa.
Tazalka,
Zalka.
Al Yad,
Yad.
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka.
Yawamam,
Yawamam.
Hashamash,
Hashemash.
La'a,
Ah.
Yakaka,
Ka.
Wayarak,
Wayarak.
Balayallah,
Layala.
Yahweh,
Hawa.
Yashamarka,
Yashamar.
Mikal Rai,
Kalra.
Yashamar,
Yashamar.
Atnapashka,
Atna Pashka.
Yahweh,
Hawa.
Yashamar,
Yashamar.
Tazaatka,
Azaka.
Wabawaatka,
Wabuaka.
Mayata,
Mayata.
Wa'aid,
I
Iwalam.
will love. In English. I will lift mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He will
moved.
not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade
The Lord is thy shade.
upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalm 83. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim.
Al Dami Alaka,
Al-Damayalaka.
Al Takarash,
Al-Takarash.
Wa Al
Wa'al.
Tashakwat,
Shakwat.
Al
Al.
Kayahana,
Ayahana.
Awayabyaka,
Awayabyaka.
Yahama,
Yahama.
Yawan,
Yawan.
Ra'ash,
Ash.
Al Imika,
Al-Imaka.
Yairayamwa,
Yarayamwa.
Sawada,
Sawata.
Wayatha,
Wayata.
Yaitazawa,
Aitazawa.
El Tazapawanyaka,
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa,
Marwa.
Lakawa,
Kawa.
Wanakakidam,
Kakida.
Magoya,
Golia.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yazakar,
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada,
Iwada.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Now Aitazawa,
Nawa Aitazawa.
Laba,
Laba.
Yahadwa,
Hadwa.
Alyaka,
Alyaka.
Barayath,
Arayat.
Yakarathwa,
Karatwa.
Aholia,
Aholia.
Adawam,
Arawam.
Wa Yashamai,
Yashamai.
Alayam,
Alayam.
Mawa Abba,
Abba.
Wahagarium,
Wahagarium.
Gabol,
Gabal.
Wa Ima one,
Rhyme one.
Wa Imalak,
Rhyme
Palashath,
Father Shah.
I'm Yeshabia,
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar,
Gam Ashur.
Nalawa,
Alawa.
Imam,
Imam.
Hayawa,
Ayawa.
Zerawai,
Zerawai.
Labanya Lawat,
Banya Lawat.
Salah,
Salah.
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham.
Kamajin,
Madian.
Kasaya,
Kasaya.
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah.
Kayabin,
Yabian.
Barakal,
Barakal.
Kwayashwan,
Wayashwan.
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan,
Bayan.
the Ara, Hayawa,
Ayawa.
Daman,
Daman.
La Arama,
Adama.
Shayatamwa,
Damwa.
Nada,
Nada.
Yabmawa,
Mawa.
Ka Arab,
Kara.
Wakaz Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazol, Manaai, Kal Nasaya Kumwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Naya Rasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na Awath, Alahayim, Alahayab, Shayatumwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Raraka, Kaash, Tabiira, Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Theradapma, Basairika, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalum, Malaa, Panyahum, Kuala Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabaholwa, Aida Aid, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadayawa, Kaya, Atha, Shimka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al-Yawan, Al-Kal Ha'aratazar.
In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Abba and as Almuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Sharp, you see it?
What, the camera? Yeah. Got to go that way. We got plenty of room. We want, with this.
You don't gotta move it. Turn it a little.
Yes, that's much better.
All right, be in there. All right. Most sign Christ. We back at it again, Israel. Right. For those who want to tag along, you can just go to blueletterbible.org. Right. On your Google machine. Right. And type in Genesis chapter 10 at the top. We at verse. We're gonna start at verse 11, right?
Karamanka.
So Genesis chapter 10, verse 11. If you press that blue button on the side that says tools, it'll pull up the Assyrian Hebrew, right? So you'll be able to follow along. And so he's in verse 11. I mean, chapter 10, verse 11. So he's gonna pick it up in the Hebrew there, I believe. I'll double check. But Yazan, whenever you're ready, let's get it.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10. So like I got 12. Verse 11 in the Hebrew. Man ha'arataza ha hawa'a ya taza'a ashawar wayabun ath nayanawath wa'ath rakabath ayar wa'ath kalak. Verse 12. Just give me a second here. Okay. Verse 12. Ath, Rasun, Bayan, Nayanawa, Wabayan, Kalak, Hawa'a, Ha Ayar, Ha Gadala. Verse 13. Let me see. Wa Matazarium Yalad Ath. La Wadayat. Oh, hold on. This is blocking me. Okay, I got it. Lawa Dayam Wa Ath Ainamyam Wa Ath Lahabiyam Wa Ath Napatakyam. And verse 14. Ath Patha Rasayam Wa'ath Kasalakiam Ashar Yatazaawa Mashum Palashatium Ath Kapatharium. Verse 15. Wa Kanain Yalad Ath Tazayadun Bakarwa Wa'ath Keth. Verse 16. Come on, baby. Wa'ath Ha Wabasia Wa'ath Ha Amaria Wa'ath Ha Garagshia. Verse 17. Wa'ath Ha Kawaya Wa'ath Hai Irakia Wa'ath Ha Sanaya Hasanaya. Verse 18.
17 the last.
Okay.
He started at 11.
So you pick it up here in English. 11.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 11. Out of that land went forth Ashur and builded Nineveh, Salakia, and the city Rehoboth and Calah. Verse 12. And reason between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. Genesis 10 and 13. And Mizraim begat Ludum, and Anamim, and Lahabim, and Naphtuhim. Okay. Genesis 10 and 14. And Pathrusim and Casluthim, out of whom came Philistine and Caphtorim.
So you see, Philistine, man, he's the father of the Philistines.
That's right.
So the Philistines was African.
That's right. Verse 15. And Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heph. Genesis 10 and 16. And the Jebusite and the Amorite and the Girgasite.
Right. So these are all we're going through all the sons of Japheth, right?
No, this is Ham.
So we finished Japheth. Now we're on Ham. Right? Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, I see where we at now. Okay. I'm with you. All right, no, you keep going.
Okay.
I'm just trying to catch up.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 17. And the Hivite and the Arkite and the Sinite. That was the last one, 17.
That was 17.
Gone.
So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and chapter 10 and verse 18, Salakia, in the Hebrew. Wa'ath ha arawadia. Wa'ath ha tazamaria. Wa'ath ha hamathia. Wa'ahar. No, wa'akar. Na patazawa. Masha Pakwath. Hakanainia. Okay. Verse 19.
Remember you use the tablet too. We doing that.
On. Verse 19. Wa Yahaya Gabawol Hakanainia Ma Taza Yadwa no Slakia Ma Taza Yadun Ba'a Ka Bahakaha Garah Ha Aid Aiza Ba'a Kaha Sadamha Imara Adama Wa Tazabayam Aid Lashai. Verse 20. Hold on a second. Let me get it. Verse 20. Allah Banya come. Lama shapathak them. Wama shapakatham. Yeah, that's what it is. La shanatham. Ba'aratazatham. Ba gawayahum. Verse 21. Washalam. Yad Yalad Salakia Gum Hawa'a Abia Kal Banya Ibar Akia Yapath Ha got a wall. Verse 22. Banya Sham Ayalam Wa Asharwa Salakia Wa Ashawar Salakia Wa Ashawar Wa A Pakashad Walawad Wa Aram. Verse 23. Wabunya Aram Iwataza Wa Kawal Wagathar. Verse 24. Wa'a Rapakashad Yalad Ath Shalak Washalak Yalad Ath Ibar. We know that Ibar, you know what that is. That's Eber. Mhm. Verse 25. Wala Ibar, Yalad, Shanya, Banyam, Sham, Akkad, Palag, Kaya, Baya Mayawa, Na Palaga, Aratazar, Washam, Akyawa, Yakotan. Is that the last one?
17, right? 18.
We started 18.
18.
Okay, so you start reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10, and verse 18. And the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite, and afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. Genesis chapter 10 and verse 19. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou comest to Gerar, unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, and Zeboam, even unto Lashah. Genesis 10 and 20. These are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations.
This is why this Bible is so important. Just real quick, so we, you know what I'm saying, we get back to it. But it's a lot going on in these scriptures. This is why the Bible in totality is essential to learn, man. This is how you know who everyone is on the face of the earth.
That's right.
Right.
This is how you know who everyone is, man. The Bible is breaking it down. It's breaking it down who their forefathers are. It's breaking it down to the tribes within the nations, how they have different tongues. It's breaking down the borders of their lands and where they're supposed to be, right? How we know the world today is not how the Most High intended for it to be, man.
That's right.
Who you think is who and where they're from and where they come from and how they got to where they are, it's not true. We got to do our history, man. We got to do our research. This Bible is the blueprint to everything, man. This is our life. That's why it's called the book of life for a reason.
Right.
It's called the book of life, man. This is where you learn everything that is essential to know about this world comes from this Bible, man.
That's right.
You understand? Read on.
Verse 21. Unto Shem also the father of the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder. Even to him were children born.
So, if I may, sir,
Please.
So what we see here real quick is that now we follow in a certain bloodline, and now we're going to follow the bloodline of Eber, from which comes Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Continue.
Sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 22. The children of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. Verse 23. And the children of Aram, Uz and Hol, and Gether and Mash. Verse 24. And Arphaxad begot Salah, and Salah begot Eber.
See that? So they mentioned Eber, and now they're going to show you his place, and now we're going to they're going to show his bloodline or his descendants. Read on.
And notice if I could too, this is like the pedigree. We never try to bash women when we talk about, the seed is important. The seed comes from the man. You know what I'm saying? That perspective and that mindset comes from this overly empowered empire, when it comes to portraying women in a light that, they shouldn't be portrayed in. A woman is important, man. A woman is very important. A woman is the next most powerful thing to the truth. But when it comes to the nationality and the race of a person, that is determined by the man. That's why when you read his entire chapter, all you're going to hear is men, is listening men. And this man came from that man, and that man came from this man. Why? Because the father determines the nationality of the child.
That's right.
You even see this, and Esau put this in movies all the time.
Yep.
He put all this medieval movies. They'd be like, who are you? Oh, I'm Arthur, son of such and such, son of the great such and such. It's like they always mention their fathers because that's how you know someone's pedigree. That's how you know what nationality they are and where they come from. That's how you know who you are. You have to know the men in your pedigree, right? Read on. Yeah, so that was it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to start 25. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 25. Well, Ibar, Yalad, Shanya, Banyam, Shem, Akkad, Palag, Aya, Bayamayawa, Napalaga, Ha'arataza, Bosham, Akyawa, Yakwatan. Verse 26. Wayakotan, Yalad Ath, Ala my Wadad, Wa'ath, Shalap, Wa'ath, Hataza Ramwath, Wa'ath, Yarak. Verse 27. Wa'ath, Ha, the war rum, Wa'ath, Awazal, Wa'ath, Dakwala. Verse 28. Wa'ath, Awabal, Wa'ath, Abia Ma'ala. Yeah, that's what it is. Wa'ath, Shaba'ah. Verse 29. Wa'ath, Awapar, Wa'ath, Hawayalah, Wa'ath, Wayabab, no, Yawabab, Kal, Allah, Banya, Yakwatan. Verse 30. Wayahaya, Mawashabum, Ma, Masha'a, Ba'aka, Sapara, Har, Hakwadam. Verse 31. Allah, Banya, Shem, Wama, Shapakatha, Shapakatham. Salaki, let me say it again. Lama Shapa, Kathum, La, Lashanatham, Ba'aratazath, Ba'aratazatham, La, Gawa, Yaham. That's it. That was 7, right? Okay. Start from 25 and then 31. Mhm.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 25. And unto Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. Genesis 10 and 26. And Joktan begat Almadad and Shalef and Hazar Mavith and Jerah. Genesis 10 and 27. And Hadaram and Uzal and Diklah. Genesis 10 and 28. And Obal and Abimael and Sheba. Genesis 10 and 29. And Ophir and Havilah and Jabab. All these were the sons of Joktan. Genesis 10 and 30. And their dwelling was from Mesha, as thou goest unto Sephar, a mount of the east. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 31. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 32 in the Hebrew. Allah, Masha Pakath, Bunya Nak, Latha Waladatham, Baga Wayahum, Wama Allah, Na Paradwa, Hagawayum, Ba'arataza, Akar, Ha Mabawal. Next chapter. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 1 in Hebrew. Wayahaya, Kal Ha'aratazar, Shapa, Akath, Wadabarium, Akiadim. Verse 2. Wayahaya, Banasa'aim, Makwadam, Wayamataza'awa, Ba'kwa'ai, Ba'arataza, Shana'ar, Waya Shabwa, Shem. Verse 3. Waya Marwa, Ayash Al, Ra'ai Hawa, Haba, Nala Bunna, Labunyam, Wana Sharapa, La Sharapa, Wa Tathia lahum. Hala bana la aban waha kamar. Oh, lucky. Haya lahum la kama. Verse 4. Wayamarwa haba nabana lunwa ayar wama gadal wara ashwa bashamyam wana aisha lunwa sham pan napawataza al panya kal ha'arataza. Verse 5. Wayarad Yahweh la ra'af af ha'ayar wa'af hama gadal ashar banwa banya ha'adam. And finally, verse 6. Waya amar Yahweh hun aim akad washapa akaf la kalam waza ha halam la I shawath wa aitha la ya batazar maham kal ashar ya zamwa la I shawath. I'm going to go back and you're going to read the last verse in 10 and 6 verses in 11. Slug it. Yeah. Let me get back there. Okay, 10, you're going to read 10:32. And you know where.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 32. These are the families of the sons of Noah after their generations in their nations, and by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. Genesis 11 and 2. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Genesis 11 and 3. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. Genesis 11 and 4. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. Genesis 11 and 5. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. You said stop at 6.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 7 in the Hebrew. Haba, Narada, Wanabala, Shum, Shapathum, Ashar, La, Yashum, Iwa, Ayash, Shapath, Ra, Ihawa. Verse 8. Wayapataza Yahweh Athum Mashum Al Punya Kal Ha'arataza Waya Salakia Kadolwa Labanath Ha'ayar. Verse 19, Al Kun Quara'a Shema Babal Kaya Shem Balol Yahweh Shapath Kal Ha'arataza Wamasham Hapayatazum Yahweh Al Panya Kal Ha'arataza. Verse 2. Salakia. What was that? That was 10. Build a city. Okay, I started at 8, right? No, I started at 7, 8, 9, 10. Verse 10. Allah, Tawaladath, Shum, Ban, Ma'ath, Shana, Wayawalad, Ath, Rapakashath, Wapakashad, Shanathium, Akar, Hamabawal. Verse 11. Wayahaya, Shem, Akaria, Hawa, Layadwa, Layadwa, Ath, Rapakashad, Kamash, Ma'awath, Shana, Wayawalad, Banyam, Banawath. And verse 12, Pakashad, Kaya, Kamash, Washalashim, Shana, Wayawalad, Ath, Shalak. Verse 13, Wayahaya, Ara, Pakashad, Akaria, Wala, Yadwa, Ath, Shalak, Shalash, Shanyim, Arabai, Ma'awath, Shana, Waya Walad, Slakia, Waya Walad, Banyam, Waba Nawath. Now you take over. 7.
Stop. So,
I think it's 13.
13. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11, and verse 7. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. Genesis 11 and 8. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of the earth, and they left off to build the city. Genesis chapter 11 and verse 9. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did not, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of the earth. It's the book of Genesis chapter 11 and verse 10. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begot Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. Genesis 11 and 11. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad. Arphaxad 500 years, and begot sons and daughters. Genesis 11 and 12. And Arphaxad lived 530 years, and begot Salah. Genesis 11 and 13. And Arphaxad lived after he begot Salah 403 years, and begot sons and daughters.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11, and verse 14 in the Hebrew. Washalak, Kaya, Shalashim, Shana, Wayawalad, Ath, Ibar. Verse 15. Wayahaya, Shalak, Akio, Akaria, Hawalayadwa, Layadwa, Ath, Ibar, Shalat, Shanya, Arabai, Ma'awath, Shana, Wayawalad, Banya, Waba, Nawath. Verse 16. Wayahaya, Ibar, Arabai, Washalashim, Shana, Wayawalad, Ath, Palag. Verse 17. Wayahaya, Ibar, Akaria, Hawa, Layad, Wayla, Salak. I don't know why I always miss this word. Wayaladwa. Layadwa. Hawayaladwa. Ath. Palag. Shalashim. Shana. Arabai. Ma'awath. Shana. Wayawalad. Banyam. Bunyawath. Verse 18. Wayakaya, Palag, Shalashim, Shana, Wayawalad, Ath, Wa'irwa. Verse 19. Wayahaya, Palag, Akaria, Hawa, Layadwa, Ath, Ra'ar, the shy, Shanyam, Wama Athiam, Shana, Wayawalad, Banyam, Waba Nawath. One more. 20 will be the last one. Okay. Verse 20. Wayahaya, Ra'ar, Shaptium, Washalashim, Shana, Wayawalad, Ath, Sharwag. Okay, take it over from 14 to 20.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11, and verse 14. And Salah lived 30 years and begot Eber. Genesis 11 and 15. And Salah lived after he begot Eber 403 years and begat sons and daughters. Genesis 11 and 16. And Eber lived 430 years and begot Peleg. Genesis 11 and 17. And Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years, and begat sons and daughters. Genesis 11 and 18. And Peleg lived 30 years, and begat Reu, or Reu. How do you say that? R-E-U. Reu. Okay, Reu, I was right. Genesis 11 and 19. And Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years, and begot sons and daughters. Genesis 11 and 20. And Reu lived 230 years, and begot Serug.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 21 in the Hebrew. Vayakaya Ra'ar Akira Akaria Hawa Layadwa Ath Sharawag Shabai Shanyam Wa Ma'athiam Shana Waya Walad Banyam Wabanawath. Verse 22. Wayakaya Sharawag Shalashiam Shana Waya Walad Ath Nakawar. Verse 23. Wayahaya Sharawag Akaria Hawa Layadwa Ath Nakawar Ma Athiam Shana Wayawalad Banyam Waba Nawath. Verse 24. Wayakaya Nakawar the Shai Wa Isharium Shana Waya Walad Ath Tharak. Verse 25. Wayakaya Na Kawar Akaria Ha Walayadwa Ath Tharak. The Shai Ishara Shana Wama Ath Shana Wayawalad Banyum Waba Nawath. Verse 26. Wayakaya Tharak Shabaim Shana Wayawalad Ath Abraham Abarum Ath Nakawar Wa Ath Harun. And verse 27. Wa Allah Tawa Ladath Harak the rock Hawalayad Ath Abram Ath Nakawar Wa Ath Harun Wa Harun Hawalayadwa Ath Lawat. They started 21 through 27. I don't know why I keep grabbing that.
His mic.
I keep grabbing his mic.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and 21. And Reu lived after he begot Serug 207 years, and begot sons and daughters. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 22. And Serug lived 30 years, and begot Nahor. Genesis 11 and 23. And Serug lived after he begot Nahor 200 years and begot sons and daughters. Genesis 11 and 24. And Nahor lived 9 and 20 years and begot Terah. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and 25. And Nahor lived after he begot Terah 119 years and begot sons and daughters. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 26. And Terah lived 70 years and begot Abram, Nahor and Haran. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 27. Now these are the generations of Terah. And Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran begot Lot.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 29 in the Hebrew. I don't know why my phone is doing this dance. Okay, I got it. Wayakwak Abram Wanakawar Laham Nashiam Shem Ashar Abraham Sharia Washam Ashath Nakawar Malakah Bath Haran Abiyah Malakah Wa Abiyah Yasaka. Verse 30. Wathahaya Sharia Ikorah Ayan Laha Walad. Verse 31. Come on. Wayakwak Thorak Ath Abram Banwa Wa'ath Lawat Ban Haran Ban Banwa Wa'ath Sharia Kalathwa Ashath Abraham. I keep saying Abraham because he ain't got Abraham yet. Abram Banwa Wayataza Awa Athum Ma Awar Kashadim La Lakath Ha'arataza Kanain Waya Ba'awa Aid Harun Waya Bashwa Shem. Verse 32. Wayahayawa Yamya Iraq Kamash Shanyim Wa'a Math Wama Athiam Shana Wayamath Iraq Bakarwa Bakarun. So we started at 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to the next chapter, read 3 more, right? Is that it? Yeah. This is the book of Genesis chapter 12 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Amarwa Yahweh al Abram Laka Ma Aratazaka Wama Mawaladathaka Wama Bayath Abiyaka Al Ha'aratazar Ashar Ara'aka. Verse 2. Wa'a I.S.U.K Lagoy Waya. Got a wall. Waba Wa a Barakaka. Wa Agadalatha. Agadala. Shimka. Wahaya. Baraka. Or Barakwa. Salakia. Verse 3. Wa Abaraka Mabarakiaka Wama Kwalolaka A R Wana Barakwa Baka Cow Masha Pathaka Masha Pakath Ha'adama. So now we go back to the last chapter, prior chapter, and you're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4 at 29. 29 to
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 29. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah, and the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Isupk. Just the book of Genesis 11 and 30. But Sarai was barren. She had no child. Genesis 11 and 31. And Terah took Abram, his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from Ur and of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran and dwelt there. Genesis 11 and 32. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. You said stop at 3?
Yeah.
Got it. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 12 and verse 1. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. Genesis 12 and 2. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Genesis 12 and 3. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 12 and verse 4 in Hebrew. Wayalad Abram Ka'ashar Debar Aliyawa Yahweh Wayalaka Athwa Lawat Wa Abram Ban Kamash Shanyam Washa Ba'ayam Shana Bataza Athwa Makaron. Verse 5. Wayakwak Abram Ath Sharia Ashathwa Wa'ath Lawat Ban Akiawa Wa'ath Kal Ra Kawashim, Ashar, Rakashwa, Wa'ath, Hanapash, Ashar, Aishawa, Ba Harun, Waya, Taza'awa, Lakath, Arataza, Canaan, Waya Ba'awa, Arataza, Canaan. Okay. Verse 6. Waya Ibar, Abraham, Ba, Arataza, Aid, Ma Kwawum, Shakam, Aid, Alawan, Mawa, Mawara, Waha, Kanaania, Az, or Azar, Ba'arataza. Verse 7. Waya Ra'ah, Yahweh al Abram, Waya Amar, La Zara'aika, Athun, Ath, Ha'arataza, Ha Za'ath, Waya Bun, Shem, Mazabak, La Yahweh, Hanara'ah, was Aliwa, and verse 8, Waya Aikak, Mashum, Ha Hara, Ma Kwadam, Labayath al Wayat, Ahala, Bayath al Mayam, Waha Ayah, Makwadam, Wayabun Shum, Mazabak, La Yahweh, Waya Kwara'a, Bashum, Yahweh. Verse 9. Wayasai, Abram, Halawaka, Wana Sawat, Hanagaba, one more. And verse 10. Wayahaya Ra'ai Ra'aiba Ba'arataza Wayarad Salakia Abram Matazariama Lagawar Sham Kaya Kabad Ha Ra'aib Ba'aratazar. Okay, you're gonna start from 4 to 10.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 12, and verse 4. So Abram departed, as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. Genesis 12 and 5. And Abram took Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran, and they went forth. They went forth to go into the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came. Genesis 12 and 6. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Sikkim, unto the plain of Morah. And the Canaanite was then in the land. Genesis 12:7. And the Lord appeared unto Abram and said unto thy seed, will I give this land? And there builded he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him. Genesis 12:8. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west, and Hai on the east. And there he builded an altar unto the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord. And Abram journeyed, going on still toward the south. Genesis 12:10. And there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 12, and verse 11 in Hebrew.
You remember what the last set is, Jacob?
Excuse me?
You remember what the last set was?
You mean today?
Yeah.
The last set,
Yeah, totally.
it was from,
So you remember. So I'm trying to find it now.
you mean from last week?
No, like today.
The last, okay, so we left off at, we started here at 4 to 10, and then we had 3 to 1, okay, 3 back, that was 3, and then 4 back in the last chapter.
So this is the last set. No, you,
And I think we got-
you know what I'm saying. It's okay.
No, I'm saying we,
It's of 7.
yeah, okay, so we started at 10 and 11.
Let's count. Okay. So you keep it. I'll just count from there.
Cut my cursor. Wayahaya Ashar Aquariab Aquariab Laban Laba Awa Matazariama Waya Amar Al Sharia Ashathwa Hana Na'a Yada Ithia Kaya Ashar Yapath Ma Ra'a Ath. Verse Salakia. Okay, that was 11. We started at 11. All right. 12, 13.
So what verse you at now?
12 and 13.
Start at 10 and 11.
Yeah, 10 and 11. Amaria Na'a Athathia Ath Lama Ain Yaya Tab Laya Ba'ai Bawaraka Wakayatha Napashia Bagalolka. Verse 14. Wahaya Kabawa'a Abraham Matazariama Waya Ra'awa Ha Matazarium Ath Ha Asha Kaya Yapa Hawa'a Ma'ad. Verse 15. Waya Ra'awa Atha Sharia Para'ai Waya Halolwa Atha Al Para'ai Wa Thakwak Ha'asha Bayath Para'ai. Verse 15. No, that was 15, right? I'm Salakia, y'all. Damn, they're falling asleep. Verse 16. Wa la Abram hayasayab ba'aibo wara wa yahaya la wa taza'an wa bakwar wa kamarium wa ibadium wa shapakath wa athanath waga malayam. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17 is the last one. Waya Nagai Yahweh Ath Parai Nagaayam Gadolium Wa'ath Bayathwa Al Dabar Sharia Ashar Abram. Okay, you're gonna start at 11. Okay. Okay, Most High in Christ.
12 and down to 14 or
We're gonna lead from 11 to 17.
11 to 7. Okay, got it.
Then we're gonna read the last two set on and 8.
Okay, got it.
Right?
So you're gonna read from 11 to 21, 25, I believe.
Yeah, read straight through 11 to 25.
Khan. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 12 and verse 11. And it came to pass when he was come near to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarai his wife, Behold, now I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. Genesis 12 and 12. Therefore it shall come to pass when the Egyptians shall see thee, that they shall say, This is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. Genesis 12 and 13. Say, I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee. Genesis 12 and 14. And it came to pass that when Abram was come into Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman that she was very fair. Genesis 12 and 15. The princess also of Pharaoh saw her and commended her before Pharaoh. And the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. Genesis 12 and 16. And he entreated Abram well for her sake, and he had sheep and oxen, and he asses, and men servants and maid servants, and she asses and camels. Genesis 12 and 17. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house and great plagues because of Sarai's, Abram's wife. Genesis 12 and 18. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, What is it? What is this that thou hast done unto me? Why didst thou not tell me that she was thy wife? Genesis 12 and 19. Why saidst thou, she is my sister? So I might have taken her to me to wife. Now therefore, behold thy wife, take her and go thy way. Genesis 12 and 20. And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away, and his wife, and all that he had. Next chapter. I didn't go to it. So click it.
You go up to 21.
No, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
some Salagi, we're gonna clip it right there.
13 and 18, we're gonna start.
No, so Lord allow next week. Lord allow next week we'll actually just pick back up at 25. Genesis 11 and 25 next week, Lord allow. Right, we'll pick it up right there. Right, but for time's sake, we're gonna clip it up here. Right, so just up here.
25.
So just up here, Amadium, just means to stand.
Last SHALAM.
So like, quick cut out, yeah.
Last SHALAM.
Last SHALAM.
That's why I was over there. So
You got a leak in it?
yeah, it's like a hole or something.
We gotta get a new
We're going to get about
Cut on cuss. Imagine Kadam, which means turn and face the east. Pass me the book there. We're going to begin the prayer in the Hebrew, the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim.